I still believe that Arman Tsarukyan should be fighting for some version of the UFC lightweight championship. Arman Tsarukyan may be the only guy that truly can challenge Ilia Topuria. With that being said, we just kind of thought he was next. It just felt like he was next. I made a video talking about how I believed he was next.
Former UFC champion Daniel Cormier just fired at the UFC for not giving Arman Tsarukyan a title fight. Furthermore, Daniel Cormier said Paddy Pimblet looked very fit in Las Vegas, noting he was still 8 weeks from fighting Justin Gathje and already in strong shape.
Paddy Pimblet, by the way, looked in phenomenal shape in Las Vegas, and he's still 8 weeks away from the fight. He is not Fatty Paddy at all, guys. He looked in great shape as he's getting ready to fight JG.
Additionally, Daniel Cormier said many expected Arman Tsarukyan to be next, and the interim title announcement sparked questions, even though Arman has proven he can compete for the championship.
We as a community of people who watched this thing kind of felt like he was going to be next. The interim title fight gets announced. It then immediately throws things up in arms like, well, then what's it mean for Tsarukyan? Because generally the timeline works like this. Champion goes out, Ilia's having some personal issues. And hats off to Ilia for being honest about that. Hopefully Ilia can get through that and get back to doing what makes him so special sooner rather than later. Because he is the best. I said Arman may be the guy that can challenge him because not many have proven to have the ability to challenge him lately. He has been that good.
Meanwhile, Tony Ferguson believes Paddy Pimblet and Justin Gathje can both be beaten, but he sees Paddy coming in sharper and more driven, which should make the matchup intense and energetic.
Paddy's not bad, dude. Paddy's not bad. He's very beatable, and Gaethje's very beatable as well. But when it goes into the passion and how upsetting Justin Gaethje has always been about not getting that real title shot, and they just keep dangling it right there again, Paddy's in for a new treat, right? Paddy's the one that's never fought for a belt. He's going in there. He's going to be trying to, get that stuff. He's going to feel a little bit more fresher. He's going to have that little bit of excitedness, in my opinion.
On the other hand, Max Holloway believes Justin Gaethje has a real chance to win. He expects a tough, exciting fight and says fans shouldn't overlook Justin's ability.
Can Justin Gaethje win against Paddy? He can. I think it's going to be a tough fight, though. I think it's going to be a tough, fun, fan-pleasing fight, bro. It's going to be very awesome. It'll be very awesome. I think you guys are going to like it. A lot of people counting Justin out makes no sense to me. So, I think it's going to be a great fight.
However, Daniel Cormier noted he still sees Arman Tsarukyan as title ready and wondered what steps Dana White expects Arman to complete before getting his shot.
I still believe that Arman Tsarukyan should be fighting for some version of the UFC lightweight championship. But when Dana says Arman knows, what did they talk about privately that we don't know? Is there a set of stops? Maybe there's a set of obstacles or hurdles, or there's a baseline of what he needs to do in order to get back there, and we just don't know about it. Because he goes, Arman knows. He didn't say, well, Arman just ain't getting it. He said, Arman knows. When I hear that, I'm like, well, maybe these guys have spoken about something and he has parameters set in front of him that will then tell him when it's his time to fight for the UFC championship.
In the end, Daniel Cormier thinks that after beating Dan Hooker, Arman Tsarukyan deserved a title shot and was widely seen as the next challenger to Ilia Topuria.
Arman Tsarukyan came on the channel 2 days after his fight. And he spoke about beating Dan Hooker and how he felt that would be enough to warrant a championship opportunity. We, as the MMA community, operated as if him going out there and fighting Dan Hooker was going to be enough to warrant him getting a championship opportunity. There's a large section of the mixed martial arts fan base who believes that now that Islam Makhachev is not at 155 anymore, Arman Tsarukyan may be the only guy that truly can challenge Ilia Topuria. With that being said, we just kind of thought he was next. It just felt like he was next. I made a video talking about how I believed he was next.
However, Renato Moicano believes Paddy Pimblet can submit Justin Gaethje, but he feels the odds are off and expects the fight to be much more evenly matched.
Paddy Pimblet will beat Justin Gaethje. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think he's going to submit him, bro.
But I don't think the odds are right.
What are the odds right
Paddy
now?
Pimblet minus 200 or minus 250.
Yeah.
You know, so
You
I don't
it should
think
be closer.
that should be even, right?
I don't think so. I think Justin Gaethje is the perfect matchup for Paddy, bro. You know, he's a tough guy. He can brawl, but Paddy hasn't been chinned before, right? And
Always a first time.
Always a first time, but like at the end of the day, I just think Paddy's gonna be able to close the distance and eventually get his back. I think he gets him out of there rear naked choke.
Meanwhile, Sean O'Malley favors Paddy Pimblet to win, highlighting his versatility and toughness, but cautions fans to watch out for Justin Gaethje's powerful strikes.
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of leaning towards Paddy. But the way he does get hit with left hooks, he looks so good against Michael Chandler. Paddy's got a lot of ways to win.
He's a scouser.
He's a scouser. Scousers don't get knocked out, you mushroom.
On the other hand, Ilya Topuria and Joe Rogan disagreed on the fight's outcome. Ilya claimed Paddy Pimblet is the better fighter, while Rogan praised Justin Gaethje, calling him an animal.
You think Paddy's going to beat Justin Gaethje?
Easy.
Really easy?
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to say because Justin Gaethje's a fucking animal.
He doesn't know how to grapple, and Paddy knows
But
that.
he's a Division I wrestler. He knows how to grapple. You don't think he knows how to grapple? He just chooses not to. He chooses
I
to
don't
stand
think so.
and fight.
I don't think so. Did you ever saw him submitting someone?
I don't believe he's ever submitted someone, but I think that's because he likes to just crush people. He likes to bang it out and fight.
What
in a
everyone
very-
likes is to dominate people and to win as soon as possible. If you have the ability to submit someone as soon as you can, you would do it.
I think Justin Gaethje's mindset is to be the most violent person alive. And I think that's one of the reasons why he lost some fights early in his career because he took unnecessary chances and he fought recklessly. Later in his career, he fought more intelligently. He took a lot of risks still, but he was more intelligent about it. He was more intelligent about the way he approached fights. Then he started winning and beating guys. Like the Michael Johnson fight was just chaos, just a war. Just the first fight in the UFC just throws himself into chaos.
Meanwhile, Michael Bisping believes Justin Gaethje has a simpler matchup against Paddy Pimblet than past opponents, but cautions that Paddy is dangerous and can catch anyone off guard.
And for Justin Gaethje, this is the final go. This is the final crack of the whip. The man's had 2 title fights in the past, Charles Oliveira to Khabib Nurmagomedov, and now he gets to go up against Paddy Pimblet. Now, talking about the matchup, of course, it is an easier fight for Justin than what it is against Khabib Nurmagomedov, one of the greatest of all time. Islam Makhachev, the current pound for pound, and according to many people, a man that is surpassing Khabib Nurmagomedov, right? So in that regard, it is an easier matchup. Will Paddy be able to take him down? Will he dance around the octagon? Yes, he will. Will he try and replicate the game plan of Max Holloway? Of course he will. Who wouldn't try and do that? You aren't going to stand and go toe-to-toe with Justin Gaethje because the man does have knockout power. But underestimate Paddy at your peril. That's all I'll say about that one, but that is a phenomenal fight.
Furthermore, Arman Tsarukyan called Justin Gaethje inconsistent, but hopes he remains focused, defends against Paddy Pimblet's wrestling, outstrikes him, wins by decision, and even offers to help him train.
That guy, I hate him.
What do you think is going to happen in that Gaethje-Paddy fight?
Justin, sometimes he fights so good, sometimes so bad. I hope Justin Gaethje not gonna drink, party, gonna train, dedicate himself, be focused. It's his last chance in this life. Hopefully, he's gonna overstrike him on the feet, and then Paddy gonna try to wrestle him, and he's gonna defend his wrestling and win by decision. Justin, if you need the help, let me know. I'll fly to you and help you. I mean, I want him to win, you know.
Moreover, Chuck Liddell expects an exciting, competitive fight. He respects both fighters, but views Paddy Pimblet as an emerging talent, eager to prove himself.
People are upset that Paddy Pimblet's getting the title shot versus Gaethje instead of Arman. What's your take on that?
I don't know. I don't follow that too much, like that politics and that stuff. I mean, I don't know what makes it make sense. I mean, but it'll be a good fight, and Arman Gaethje have to fight the winner.
So who do you got in that fight? Do you have Paddy or do you have Gaethje?
You know, I'd like to see. I like both guys, so it's an interesting fight. You know, it'll be an interesting fight.
I always make you pick one. You got to pick one. You got Paddy or you got...
You know, I'd like to see Gaethje pull it off. Just
you want to see Gaethje pull it off?
But I think Paddy's